Assalamu alaikum, viewers. Let's see the beginning of the episode. When Fatima goes to see Ulufira, she says, Allah, Allah. She looks at Orhan and says, "What is Ulufira doing here?" She comes to Orhan and says, "I just saw Ulufira going from here. He must have seen you both together." Hearing this, he gets worried and says, "Where has she gone?" So Fatima says, "She has gone to the city door crying." Hearing this, he goes towards her. And Elcham Khatun asks Fatima, "Who is Holofera? What else has she seen?" Jaban Fatima says, "She likes her brother." "Who are you? What are you doing with my brother in this dress?" Hearing this, Elcham Khatun says, "I am Elcham Khatun from the family of Valdehaima, from an I Kabili. We will meet Fatima Khatun in the next episode." Along with this, Alkim Khatun moves forward. Seeing Urahan coming after her, Ulufera says, don't look back." Urahan coming after her says, "Ulufera, there is nothing like what you think." Ulufera, the young man, says, "Move away from my way, I don't want to see you." So Urahan, holding her, says, "Ulufera, you have a misunderstanding. There is nothing like what you think." Urahan, the young man, says, "This is the truth. You are not as you seem. You are a liar. I can't tell you everything right now, but you should know that I have no relationship with that woman." She asks me, "What about that princess? And what was the game you played with my aunt and me? You lied to me while looking into my eyes, although you knew that aunt will become your enemy. You separated us forever." She says that she is going with him, and Hanu stops her. "No one can separate us, governor's daughter. Look at me. Even you can't come between me and my love. Look, I didn't lie to you. This was my duty, and I did what I needed to do." On this, Ulufira says, "You do all this with your words, Urahan. You keep talking about these duties. I am doing you one last favor. My aunt has sent a letter to the emperor. A jinn will come here from the Roman Empire." Hearing this, Urahan gets worried and asks, "Who is this Roman Empire's jinn?" So Ulufira says, "Urahan has started a great war. You have made your aunt your enemy. You not only put our love in danger, but also put our families in danger. You can't do anything for us now. At least take steps for your family," he says. Along with that, she starts riding on the horse and goes. Taurkan says, "I asked you who is the Jallat of the Roman Empire. Tell me, Olafira." But Olafira goes without telling anything. At this moment, Fatima and Aladdin come there. And seeing Holofira going, Aladdin asks, "Where is Holofira going?" Answer is Urhan says, "The problem is a little bit complicated." Then Fatima says, "I don't understand. I think you both have been seen by someone." Urhan is repeatedly saying, "The problem is complicated. The problem is complicated, but I will solve it. Aladdin, tell me what you have done." So Aladdin says, "Now I have made my heart silent. From now my mind will show me the way. The same thing which will always show me the way along with this." When both of them move ahead, Fatima says, No, I will tell Aljen Khatun to save you both from evil eyes." After Nazrinis, we see that in the jungle, Jirkudai is sitting with a tree. And he remembers that moment when Usman Sahib told him, "Your job will be more difficult than before. You will not see your wife and child. You will live in Garmian." As Jirkudai said, "But it will be enough for me that they are safe. You have the security, my lord. Here, Sardar Yaqub is going from the city of Kaini with his family, whereas the golden horses of the Byzantine army tax are getting off the cars. This is what Mehmet says. Usman has subdued the Byzantines. All the governors are obeying his command, father. This is what troubles me. I should have killed Usman when I got the opportunity, and I should have thrown this dust on his head. Today all this is ours." So Sardar Yaqub says to Gosal, "Be quiet, Mehmet, we have made mistakes. Now we will quietly pay their price." So Usman comes there with Buran. So a Byzantine says to Usman, "Usman Sahib Guran Uru sent you the money that you had decided for him." After reading the order, Usman Sahib says, "Tell Guran Uru that if there is a shortage of a coin, then he will get me behind." Hearing this, the soldier goes away, and Usman Sahib comes to Sardar Yaqub. Sardar Yaqub says, "I could not see that you are on the right path." So Usman Sahib says, "The mistake that could be dangerous to break before the establishment of the state, this is the attachment to the kingdom. This is the same one who blinded your eyes, Yaqub. but I see that you want to correct your mistake. This makes you great in my eyes. I want to give you my right, but it will take time for that. So let's ask the chief, how long are you talking about, Mr. Usman? The young Mr. Usman says, the greed of the Sultanate is burning the fire. Of the fire. Many people can't keep their word. Now, as our Sultanate progresses, I don't want to see you behind this desire. Rather, I want to see you standing behind me. If you stand behind me, I will give you my right. But not now, when the time comes. After hearing this, Sardar Yaqub says, thank you, Mr. Usman, thank you. Along with this, Sardar Yaqub goes with his family. But Mehmet's attitude is the same, and he says, don't do it, Baba, don't do it. So Sardar Yaqub says, keep quiet and get on your horse. There, Usman is moving ahead with Ulaudin and Buran that Orhan comes there, and says, Huzur, be patient. He talked to a person who will come to the border area. He calls him the Jalat of Rome. After hearing this, Usman says, it seems that things will get difficult. Alauddin asks, do you know who Baba is? On this, Usman says, no, but I have heard his name. He calls him Jalat. He changes his name without stopping, and keeps changing his name. Even he went in front of the army and killed his followers, and now he will attack us. After hearing Usman's words, Orhan says, my lord, who did this to his people? He can't do anything to his enemy. Usman says, exactly, may Allah help us. They say that Mr. Usman goes ahead, and we see that Sardar Yaqub is leaving the Yeni's shed after taking advantage of his family's good qualities. Seeing Gonja, Ghazi stands with the women and says, don't go, but Ajal catches her. Ghazi says, mother, let me go so that I can stop them. But Gonja goes with her family. There, Anur's King Asun's army is marching and says, until you talk, we will give you trouble. He will tell us where Gunduz is before he dies. So Usman comes there and says, King Asun, or whoever you are you still serving the Tajuddin? Has your revenge been completed? As the king says, I will kill you with my own hands, Usman. Whoever gives me this chance, I will serve him. On this, Usman says, it seems that you have been given a lot of trouble. The soldiers did very well. Now start cutting it. Just leave the tongue. Cut everything else, so that he can speak with his tongue. While listening, his friend starts cutting his ears. So Karaji Raswan says, okay, I'll tell you. I will tell you what I know. There some Mongolians enter the city, and their commander says, Aljaito Khan's nephew, Tajuddin Nayan, is coming to the city. Give your leader Usman a message. Don't be afraid, Uthman's dogs. Hearing this, Uthman's soldiers start to use swords, but the soldiers stop them. Commander says, Tajuddin Noyan is not destroying the city, but just coming to talk. Hearing this, the soldier says to Yagit, inform Uthman. Karaj al-Asun is in the dungeon. He has changed the place of Alchum's Baba Gundul. Uthman asks, where? Karaj al-Asun says, he has taken him to Tajuddin Noyan's land. Now he is in his village near Karada. Will you be able to take him there? Everything is over, Osman. Not about the Alkim family, but think about your family. Hearing this, Osman goes to him. And when he gets news from the soldiers, Buran tells Osman, my master, Tajuddin Nuhyan, is coming to talk to me. Hearing this, Karajal Osman asks, what will you do now, Osman? So Osman grabs him by the hair and says, don't think that I didn't kill you because you're innocent. I know very well what you did to Gorbas. The soldiers will be alive until I cut his head off, break every bone of his body. He says that along with this, Usman goes and the soldiers of Usman pick up the sticks. So with this episode, the end is also coming. If you liked the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. Insha'Allah, see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Allah Nakiban.